I'd use this opportunity today to talk to you about SHR. So that is super hair reduction. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what happens before, during and after your treatment, and just why it's a little bit of a superior result to your traditional IPL or laser. You would always have a thorough consultation booked and a test patch with your therapist before you would begin, and they would go over with you why you would be shaving the area completely bare before you would come in. So we're using a scattered light, which is what your SHR is. So like I said, it's super hair reduction. So we can get up to about 70 to 80% reduction using this technology, which is fantastic. But as I said, you would have a full consultation and test patch performed before your first treatment. Your therapist would go over a few things with you and explain to you exactly what's going to happen within the treatment. We do ask you to completely shave the area that you wish to be treated before you come in. So the reason this occurs is we want the light of the SHR head to pick up the pigmentation within the follicle, not on the surface. So if we have hair on the surface, it's going to pick up that pigment, whereas we want to actually pick up the pigmentation that's within the follicle. That just means that the heat and the light is helping to destroy that follicle. So the actual treatment itself can feel a little bit warm, and you'll be able to see just how quick it is in the sweeping motion that we use when we do our demonstration. But it can feel a little bit warm, a little bit hot at points, but it's very, very comfortable, really quick and easy. So this is our SHR setup. Our bed is all white and we've got a few little bits and pieces over here. So this is our machine. You can hear he's nice and loud. So this is our SHR head. So as you can see, this is the mirror where the light is emitted through. So this allows us to use a sweeping motion on the area. So the light is a scattered light. So when we do our demonstration, you'll be able to see that it's a scattered light, which means that we can bulk heat an area. So we're hitting more follicles more often. So as opposed to a traditional laser, which is a collimated light and it's going directly up and down, this scatters the light. So it's a superior result. So we've got our machine here. We would select your SHR setting. We would then select skin type depending on our client after our thorough consultation. So we're going to do a skin type 2 today. And then we've got our little table here which helps us work out energy. So every time you come in, we do increase the energy to make sure our results continue to develop and we continue to clear that hair. But we would then select the setting and the energy to treat you at on your specific session. So I'm just cleansing the area just to make sure there's no sweat, dirt, grime, oil or anything on that area. So I'm just applying a gel to the area that I'm going to treat. This just helps to protect the skin before we start the hair removal procedure. So you can see I'm using a sweeping motion and it's flashing that light. So that's that scattered light that we were discussing, which means the light's scattered and it's hitting more follicles more often. So we just clean up the area. Once we're finished, we then just apply a little bit of tea tree lotion to the area and then the client is all ready to go on the way. So that's it, that's our SHR treatment. So as you can see, super quick and super easy and quite pain-free for our client. So what you can expect to see over the next little while is a little bit of heat or swelling over the area that's been treated. So a little bit of inflammation within that follicle, which is great. It means that we've heated that area nicely. Similar to what you would see if you just had your waxing done, that little tiny bit of inflammation in the follicle. So we just encourage people for the next 24 hours to steer clear of heavy exercise, steam rooms, saunas, sort of chlorinated pools and things like that, just to make sure that we don't irritate the area. If the area is quite hot, you can use an ice pack, but really clients generally don't feel much discomfort at all. What you can expect to happen or experience over the next sort of few days to sort of week or so is the hair will flourish through and almost fall out of that area. This can sometimes be a little bit tricky because it does make you think that you don't need any more sessions, and sometimes people think after their second session, oh, I don't need any more. We do really encourage you to continue with your treatments, whether that be sort of 6, 8, 10 treatments, depending on what's been discussed at your consultation. Because you've got different stages of hair growth, so you've got 3 different stages, you just want to make sure that we're hitting all of them every time you come in. So it just means that your result really will be that sort of 70 to 80+% reduction. But otherwise that's it, super quick and easy, and if you need any more information, just ask us.